Farmer Mike, live from the #1 urban farm in America, Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm in the Jazz District, where it lives, with another impromptu masterclass. But before I go in, don't forget to stop by my world famous YouTube channel, Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm on YouTube, Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm on YouTube. That's Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm on YouTube. 540 videos, all dedicated to urban farming. No one's giving back the knowledge, right? We are. A lot of people are showing you what they're doing, but they're not showing you how to do it. That's the difference between Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm, based in the community, for the community, about the community, teaching the community the legacy that we leave. We will not take the knowledge with us. You can become a master gardener just by watching my videos on Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm. In fact, I'm going to do a live video master class, and I'm going to show you something I'm sure 99% of the people out there haven't seen before, and 99% of the people out there need to know. You haven't seen it before. I'm going to take you in through this masterclass. I had to learn this through blood, sweat, and tears. 10,000 hours of failing. You get the clip notes. You get to skip to the front. You get the masterclass. And I'm doing it for free. Oh, man. Farmer Mike, why are you doing it for free? Because we love it so much. We want it as bad as we want to breathe, and we do it so well. People pay us to do it. And here we are outside Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm in the Jazz District, where it lives, with a free educational video masterclass. Before I go in, say hi to Pablo the Farm Cat. Pablo, just got done eating his Friskies. You are so great. Pablo, we're going to have to put you on a diet. Don't look at me like that. Oh, Pablo, man. Go find some ice or something. All right, real quick masterclass, because time is money and money is time. Now, a lot of people think in an urban environment that you need a lot of tools. Well, you don't need a lot of tools. In fact, I'm going to talk today about tomato trellising and how to do it on a shoestring budget, or cheaper than a shoestring. Like and share this video. Like and share this video right here. This is a live video, so not pre-recorded. So you get it in all of its raw nature. Okay, now typically, a lot of you guys trellis tomatoes a couple different ways with the tomato cage. Okay, so this is one way, and these are pretty expensive right here in general. So you'll spend on a good one of these, you'll spend about $10. This is a little bit different. We made this actually, and this is construction grade. So this is not something that you would find in the store, but great for trellising tomatoes. And really what we would do is we would support this through a piece of rebar on each side. So there's expense to that, and that just is so the tomatoes can grow in there. You can push them in, and you can reach in there and you can pick the tomatoes. Okay, now imagine the more of these that you do in a 100-foot row, that's quite an expense. Okay, now another thing that people do, typically when you trellis tomatoes, you put these and I'm back. Nothing like the live video. So again, we're talking about tomato trellising on a shoestring budget. So I just showed you the cage, which is one way to trellis your tomatoes. And typically what most people do is, shut up, Earl! I'm trying to do the video! Typically what people do is they have some T-posts, and they pound in T-posts. And I'm going to show you an example right here. So this is a T-post that you would pound in with a T-post stake. And they can be quite dangerous. Okay, and then you have another T-post, and you do a weave. You do a Florida weave. So you have a string line that basically that you run all the way down the row, and that's another way to do it. I'm gonna come in here. Hopefully I don't get stung by these bees, and I'm gonna enjoy. Oh, grape! Time out, guys. Had to enjoy the grape. So good. Had to enjoy tomato. Look at that. Okay, look at that. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Okay. And what if I told you that you could do this? Actually, you could do this Ooh. Oh my goodness. Good Lord. Look at that. Look at that. What real food tastes like. I wish you could taste these right here. The complexity, true vine ripened tomatoes. And this is really why I started Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm, because I wanted my kids to know what real food tastes like. A real tomato. And I'm back. Real food, real tomatoes, vine ripened, complexity and depth. Not that crap you get in the grocery store. So real quick, today's epic master class. You haven't seen this. I had to learn this through failure. Failure is a process. Always embrace failure. Okay, so typically you trellis your tomato plants in a cage. You stake them in a cage, or you have some T-posts and you do a Florida weave between T-posts, which is very time consuming. But what if you didn't have to do that? What if you could grow them on the ground? Now, you have to be very careful, because you really can't grow them on the ground without any trellis in the traditional way, because what will happen is the tomato will, and let me come back here. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good master class right here. All right, so the tomato, this right here. So say if this were to hit soil, if this tomato were to hit soil, this is a green tomato. Now, as time passes on, if it's on the ground too long, what happens is it will start to rot, and there's nothing you can do about it. So this can lay on the ground for a number of weeks before it goes bad, and you actually lose it. But you don't want to lay it on grass. So let me come back over here and I'll show you what I've done. And this is I'm using a decorative grass. So this is a decorative grass that it's really tall, probably 6 foot or so. And at the end of last season, we brought it out here, we cut it down, brought it out here, and we used it, laid it on top of the grass and used it as a mulch, okay? So this is, Earl, if you don't shut up, you're going to freezer camp. Sorry about that. So we're using this as a mulch. And I'm going to show you the beauty as I get down in here. And I got to run. I wish I could give you more time. I got to run. But look at what we have right here. Okay. So we just laid it on the ground. And what this does is it's going to lock in moisture. And as we pull it back, it's also going to break down. And look, this is a forest floor. And we've retained moisture. Look at all that moisture. I haven't watered this. Okay. I have not watered this all season long. And look at that. And it does it because it's keeping it cooler. It's maintaining moisture. And we planted in this. So we planted the tomato plants. We planted, look. We planted the tomato plants in this, okay? In this. And look at what we have here. We have a true vine ripened tomato. And look at that. Pablo, what are you doing? No tomatoes for you, Pablo Farm Cat. Okay, so look at what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, and I just picked it. You can't do this if you're growing it on the ground. I'll show you another example. Look at that, okay? Look at that. I'm going to pull that off. Right there. Look at that, okay? How easy is that? How beautiful is that, okay? How simple is that, Yum. Yes, right. And I'm going to bite into this in just a second. Pablo, get away. Look how beautiful is that. So again, this is what we did. We planted in it. Okay. Now, if we did this on grass, it wouldn't work. Okay. But we did it on some decorative grass, and we planted into it. So this saved me an awful long amount of time, hours it takes to pound in cheap posts. And at the end of the season, you have to pull them out. I've got some great videos on that. Check out the YouTube channel, Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm on YouTube. Me and Farmer Bob pounded in T-posts. And one day it took me all day pounding T-posts. Okay. And there's an expense to that. So I have a little bit taller T-posts. These are what, 8 feet, 10 feet. I use 8 feet T-posts. Okay. And so they're probably like $10 a piece, a stick. It's a lot of expense involved in that, okay? So what if you could save time, you could save money, and you can do it more sustainably? Farmer Mike just showed you the way. He gave away the game. I don't even know. Do cats eat tomatoes? Is Peter gonna get on me? You wanna try this? All right, let's see if Pablo the farm cat wants to eat a tomato. Pablo, you wanna eat that tomato? It's organic, I grew it. Come on, Pablo. Huh? You said you wanted it. Oh, he's just so spoiled. He had a taste of Friskies. There's no turning back. So anyway, real quick, masterclass. I hope you enjoyed that masterclass. Bam! I blew your mind to show you how to grow tomatoes on the ground without... Just showed you how to grow tomatoes on the ground without a trellis system. It was amazing. It was amazing. I haven't seen anyone do a video on that on the internet, on YouTube. And I had to learn that lesson through experimentation, through many seasons of failing, 10,000 hours of failing. I failed so you don't have to. I hope you enjoy this free epic masterclass. Donald, if you don't get down from there, if you don't get down, look at that. Look at Donald. Don and Samantha and Marianne. All of y'all is doing too much. You see, I'm trying to do a video. Okay, I'm back. Oh, again, love the tomatoes. And she's showing me her butt. Don't do it! Why are you showing me your butt? So wrong for that. So wrong for that. And I better have some eggs in there. I'm coming in there. And I better have some eggs in there. All right, so I gotta go ahead and get some Freedom eggs, which will be live very soon on our DoorDash, through the DoorDash menu. So you'll be able to order those and get those delivered in the metro area. Go ahead, limited quantities while supplies last. Hope you enjoyed this epic masterclass video. Like and share this video. Growing your own food is like printing your own money. Farmer Mike, live at Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm, #1 urban farm in America, in the Jazz District. Hey, Grandma! We're in the Jazz District, where it lives.